These two women have just been involved in an accident, but this is Jim Toomey, a manufacturer's rep. He has just been involved in an accident, but doesn't know it. This is Kenny Jackson, going to his girl's house. He has just been involved in an accident, but doesn't know it. This is Jerry Simmons, who was running right on schedule. He has just been involved in an accident. He knows it. What causes a Jerry Simmons to take to the shoulder in a split second with disastrous results? Was it his fault? We'll see. Was it Jim Toomey's fault, or Kenny Jackson's, or the two talkative ladies? What twist of fate puts all these cars exactly where they are at this particular instant, when only 2 seconds later they would be here? Any one of those drivers down there could be the cause of an accident about to happen, or the victim of one. If we knew which one, we could warn them, but we can't. The warning is there, but it's up to each driver to read it and to heed it. Accidents are not a single happening. They usually result from a sequence of events that can't be predetermined, but can be recognized. Most accidents could be avoided if every driver followed the rules of the magic circles. See, think, do. If Jerry Simmons hadn't had an extra cup of coffee or had not said hello to a friend, he would not have been at the Andover intersection at the same time as the three other drivers. But he did, and he was. This was all part of the sequence of events. His big mistake was not observing the magic circles. He didn't know that Jim Toomey's wake-up call had been forgotten by the motel clerk, that he was running late for an appointment and would soon be overtaking him. He didn't know that the two ladies up the road were just going shopping and had plenty of time. He didn't know that Kenny Jackson had just phoned his girl and had made up after last night's fight and was now happily heading toward her house. Jerry's rig is overtaking the ladies in the white car ahead, but there is a good margin of safety. Jim Toomey in the red car is traveling at a faster rate of speed and is overtaking Jerry's rig and the white car in front of it. Kenny Jackson stops at the southbound lane. There are no cars approaching, so he pulls to the median. He sees the vehicles approaching from his right, but he knows his car. He pours on the coal and makes a tire-squeezing left turn, but swings wide into the right-hand lane. The lady driving the white car, thinking it will take Kenny some time to pick up speed, moves into the left passing lane. She is wrong, because Kenny has plenty of torque and moves right on out. But she stays in the passing lane instead of looking and signaling and moving immediately back to the right. In the meantime, Jim Toomey has passed Jerry's rig and is closing the gap on the white car. Now he is right in back of it. But the ladies pay no attention and continue to block the passing zone. Jerry Simmons has continued at his normal pace, and because the red car is slowed, is rapidly approaching its right rear. The ladies in the white car continue to chatter, oblivious to the traffic in back of them. Jim taps his horn impatiently. to no avail. Exasperated, he whips into the right lane in front of Jer's rig. Jerry hits the shoulder and loses it. Whose fault was it? What created the sequence of events? What difference does it make? The ladies will soon be happily fighting a sale crowd. It looks like Jim Toomey will be on time for his appointment. And Kenny Jackson is nearing his girls' home, where the course of true love is smooth again. What difference does it really make? Sure, they were all wrong. But Jerry Simmons was the pro. The difference is that he could have anticipated. His truck and cargo wouldn't have been smashed. His safe driving record wouldn't have been wiped out if he'd observed the magic circles of defensive driving. The blue circle is the big picture. You must observe everything in reasonable distance around you in order to see that a hazardous situation is developing. The green circle is the think area. Here your computer brain makes a rapid decision about what to do in the yellow circle, the do zone. Here's where you take action. If you act in time, you never enter the red zone, the point of no return. Now let's look at the situation again. See what would have happened if only Jerry had observed the magic circles of defensive driving. Again, Jerry's rig is overtaking the white car ahead, and it's within the blue circle, the C area. And he is observing the car as well as other potential hazards about him. The red car is overtaking Jerry, and it is now in the C area. Jerry has observed it and assessed it for possible danger. Kenny Jackson's car has now pulled out into the highway, and the white car has moved into the left passing lane. Jerry notes that the green car entered the wrong lane and that the white car did not signal. The red car has passed Jerry's rig and is now ahead, all within the C zone of the magic circles. The red car has now entered Jerry's think zone and is overtaking the white car ahead in the left lane. Jerry is cautious, but no action is yet required. Jerry's magic circle of defensive driving is beginning to change. A possible hazardous situation is developing. The red car has slowed and is tailgating the white car. This automatically causes his magic circle of defense to slow in relation to his speed, and he is advancing into the think zone of defense. Both the white and the red cars continue in the left lane at a slower rate of speed, and Jerry's rig is moving toward his do, or yellow zone. When reaching this, he must act, and his brain is now telling him what action to take. His mind quickly calculates.
Red car tailgating and passing lane. Same car passed down the road at a pretty good clip in a hurry. He'll probably pass white car on the right, no signal for lane change. Could be a trap.
Even faster than he can say it. He reacts like a pro, backs her off, and recedes into the think circle. Remember the point where Jerry had to take to the shoulder? Right there. The red car whips into the right lane at that impact point. But of course, Jerry has observed the magic circles of defense and does not have to leave the road. The magic circles of defensive driving. See, think, do. Let them work for you. They'll keep you rolling.